Hello and welcome to the pilot episode for Discord Dungeons and Discord. I already forgot my own podcast name.
Off to a good
I will
start.
be your DM for this podcast. My name is Brandon. I have some light experience in Dungeons and Dragons, and this is actually my first time officially DMing for any campaign, so it'll be a learning experience for all of us.
I'm
excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too. And so during this episode, we're going to be going over each character's sort of backstory, their name, how they look, just so when we officially start the campaign, these don't feel like strangers. These feel like people that you actually know. So I think starting out,
Your friends.
yes, I think starting out, we're gonna have Zach go and give a little bit of insight on his character.
Sure. My name's Zach. I mean, that's already been covered, but my character for this campaign, his name is Basil Venningsthorpe. I was thinking he might sound more like a Basil Venningsthorpe. I'm a neutral good rock gnome wizard. Of the he is an inheritor of his family business, Venningsthorpe's Traveling Curio Shop of Wonders, Odds and Ends, and Other Unique Detritus, which for short is VTC SWOEOUD. Not great branding, but you have to keep in mind this is, an old business. He recently lost his keep, his shop, after getting a strange kind of offer from a mysterious noble he didn't know too well. But he offered him all sorts of cool items, including this like sealed chest that he couldn't find a way to open. All he could figure out was that it was sealed by magic. After that, after he got that, he was waylaid by bandits, and these sort of robed figures, and he lost everything and barely made it out with his life. After that, he decided, after a few years, to go out on his own and look for what happened to all his lost goods, being lightly trained in wizardry by his family, just enough to kind of get by on the road. That is his purpose. In terms of his look, I've imagined his hair to be more of an orangish brown with sort of some gray streaks, because he's an older gnome, somewhere in the 200s. He's a good sort. He's a bit eccentric. Very easily distracted by interesting stories, shiny things, unique items. If he sees something that has a unique history, he's all over it. That's pretty much it. In terms of, as for me, I have a very relaxed play style. I like to kind of mesh with everybody I play with. And I really do look forward to playing with everybody. I promise to try to keep the jokes to a minimum, or at least as much as we're supposed to.
Okay. No, don't make promises.
Okay.
No, Zach, I wanted to ask you real quick. What was the decision that led to being a rock gnome wizard as opposed to a more traditional wizard build?
Sure. For one, I've already played one of my first D&D 5e characters was a high elf wizard, so I think I've gotten enough of like traditional wizard sort of territory. I wanted to try a different kind of path. This wizard is more versed sort of more in the illusionary aspects of wizardry, while my last guy was a bit more focused on evocation, which, a lot of wizards like to do that stuff. Your fireballs and your ice magic. But I'm looking forward to messing around and describing sort of creative ways to get around encounters or situations using spells and illusions.
Okay, that's really good character all around. Joining the party now, we have Brycicle, whose first name I forget.
Oh, it's Bryce. Is my mic on?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh yeah, my name is Bryce. Yeah, it's cool to join the call. I've been playing D&D for almost 2 years now, and yeah, my first character was actually a warlock. Really weird, just jumping in straight to the spells. And yeah, do you want me to talk about the character I'll be playing in this?
Sure.
Okay, my character is Daron Ekil, a half-elf, uh, kind of a trickster cleric. His whole backstory is that he was just like this bastard son of one of those brothel maids. So yeah, he really wasn't asked to be born, and the mom just keeps him around just because she can't really get rid of him. But yeah, there's nothing really special about him till he picked up a flag one day and basically accidentally stumbled upon worshiping a god, and yeah, he really was just reluctantly given his powers, and yeah.
All right, cool. What led you to choose this sort of character build?
Well, the last couple of characters I've played are have really been confident and kind of jackasses, if I have to say. But I don't know, he's just a general good boy trying to just help out, be an upstanding member, and want to be noticed by people. So,
It's very good that we'll have a cleric in a 6-person party, because without one, we'd be kind of hurting for heals, huh?
oh yeah.
Okay,
I've been
let's.
there.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Let's move on now to Caleb with your character.
Hello there. I'm Caleb Kelly. As far as my character, his name is Kosif, because that's the first thing a random name generator gave me.
That's how I found the name for the main town.
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do to find names.
As
Tell us more
far
about
as
your character, Caleb.
as far as how much I've played this game, not one. And the character himself, he was just born on a farm. Luck got down and decided to start picking people's pockets.
So that'll mean we have 2 separate rogues in the party, but it's my understanding that they're going to be going down different sort of paths as far as being a rogue to keep things nice and fresh.
I'd say so, yeah. I mean, I'm going with more like smooth talking.
So Caleb, is what kind of led you to the character that you've created?
More or less, it just seemed similar to. Essentially, I once was going to play this game. My brother was going to DM. He never did. And that was more or less the character I had then.
Okay. Let's move on now to Peter, the fellow toast in the party.
Yes, hello.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and a little bit about your character?
All right. So my name is Peter. I am from Europe, but I'm now living in Canada for university reasons. So that could explain any kind of accent that I might have that isn't quite like locatable. My character is Daro Zilbotzonge, and I'll just do the introductions in character because why not? So basically, as I said, my name is Daro, and I was born into the life of a wood elf and decided that I didn't want to live in the forests anymore. So I wandered out into a city, started picking people's pockets, and started in general just using my natural charm to distance people from their money, shall we say. And after a while, I ran with a group of bandits who helped me just to acquire more fame or infamy, as you want, and also helped me to plan a heist, which went terribly wrong, leading to the fact that I had someone who stabbed me in my one eye and disappeared. and now I am trying my best to find him and make him pay for what he has done.
That's really cool.
Thank you.
All right, now I think the only one left to go over would be Aaron, and we still have Inspirit on his way to give a overview of their character.
All right. My character's name is Asilme, and she is a half sun elf, half moon elf ranger. So what everybody would think of as high elves, there's really two different kinds. Sun elves, who are your usual high and mighty haughty types, and your moon elves, which are like a little bit more approachable, but kind of in that patronizing kind of way, where it's like, oh, look, cute puppy, you know. They're trying their best, but they're not quite there. She's born from two of those. She was raised with the moon elves, but she thinks that they're beneath her. She feels like she's owed her higher lineage being with her mother with the higher sun elves. So she excommunicates herself. She doesn't want anything to do with them. She leaves her dad. Dad's really upset. He's like, no, don't do it. And she's like, I'm going anyway. And she goes to Evermeet to go be accepted by the sun elves. And it turns out they won't accept her. They're like, nope, sorry. We don't like that you've got moon elf heritage. But they give her a possible in, where they say if she can complete an impossible task, she'll be accepted. Not an especially difficult task, impossible. And she accepts, which they were not expecting, and goes back to the mainland on the search for an impossible task. Issue is she's really not good with social situations and completely out of touch with anything non-high elf related. She has no experience of any life outside of moon elf, sun elf, anything. She doesn't know anything. Not very friendly, particularly. And she took up archery because of a lack of skill with magic, which she's really defensive about as an elf. Don't make fun of her for that. But she's master marksman, so she's happy about that. And her personality usually leads her into trouble. Even when she's trying to be nice, you know, she tries, but it's never quite there.
So is her class a ranger because of her bow?
Yes. She is a ranger. I like to choose characters that like their class kind of matches with their personality. So for her being kind of like removed from everybody, she's a ranger. She likes to kind of step back. She watches the situation. High acrobatics, high athletics. She likes to go up in trees and look out over the thing. She stands back kind of from situations. She likes to have a range on people usually so she can pull out her quiver if she needs to, you know. She's that kind of gal.
Should have mentioned this before, but so this is a podcast featuring mostly either beginning or novice voice actors, and it is one for us to have fun and make a fun podcast and play Dungeons and Dragons and hopefully become closer as friends. But another reason that we're all here is we want to sort of hone our voice acting abilities, and one of the best ways to do that is to really immerse yourself into a character. And so to voice your own unique character and give them their own unique player voice, or just get better at acting or role playing in general, I think Dungeons and Dragons is a really good vehicle in which to sharpen your wits and your improv ability and things in that sort of wheelhouse.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna get closer as friends.
Exactly.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Might have
then-
mentioned this is actually the first time we've all been in a call together, and probably for a few of us, the first time we've ever even heard each other's voices.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm new to everyone here.
I think I'm in a class.
Oh, wait,
I'm
no.
in VA 101 with some of you.
Yeah.
I know I met Aaron through our beginners course.
Yep.
Mm.
I remember that. Weren't we in the same group?
I think so.
And it all just eventually devolved into showing off our favorite voices. I remember that.
I mean,
Isn't
I'm
that
pretty
always
sure
fun?
I'm pretty sure that Caleb is in my class just because like his picture looks familiar to me.
And the class that we're referring to is a casting call club offered course taught by other more successful voice actors. And that's how I
And you
met
can
everyone
sign up
here.
for classes today.
Oh yeah, this is all a huge ad. Haha,
Mhm.
gotcha.
You
Snuck it in
you
there.
caught me too.
Sponsored by Casting Call Club.
This podcast brought to you by Casting Call Club. No, we're not affiliated. We just met through them.
I
Not
mean,
affiliated yet. Who knows what'll happen if we get famous enough?
have to be
When we become famous. Of course.
Exactly.
My dream is to have my teacher Joe voice an NPC for the podcast. That would be ideal.
Oh, that would be fantastic, man.
Oh, that would be
man.
so fun. And then he'll make us
Give him,
all
like-
bad.
Give him like a fun shopkeep or something.
Oh, that would be great. He's fun. I feel like he'd say yes. He's fun.
And so far in the universe, all your individual characters have been, in one way or another, approached by a mysterious messenger figure. And this isn't something that your other characters would know about each other, but personally, every character has had an experience with this hooded figure. So I think just to kind of pass the time waiting for InSpirit to get here, we could have people read out what their individual letters told them.
Can I just say before that it was slightly terrifying to get a friend request on Discord
Oh
from a guy
my God.
named Mysterious Messenger?
That was
Oh my
great.
God. I have to say this. Listen, I'm not kidding. All day long, I was like, you know what? I haven't visited like r/no sleep in a while. I want to like read some stuff.
Oh,
So I was reading things. Literally, I was reading a story just a little bit ago about like, oh, somebody is like online and a creepy person starts texting them. I'm home alone. So I'm like sitting there like, oh, this is getting scary. I look down at Discord and there's a friend request from you, and there's a friend request from a man named Mysterious Messenger in a hood. Terrifying. I was gonna move. I was looking out the windows waiting to see somebody there with a smartphone looking in.
perfect timing.
It's very good immersion. You really get to feel how your character feels in that moment.
Oh yeah.
Basically, me and Asilme were not on the same page. She was like, "Hey, what's up?" I was like grabbing my pants. Holy
Okay,
moly.
so I think we can start with, because Basil Venningsthump, or I already forgot how to pronounce your name, buddy.
Venningsthump.
Venningsthump. Since you
Nope.
you have time constraints and you have to head out soon, maybe you could read your mysterious letter first.
Sure. One moment.
Just a quick question. Are different people cutting out for you guys as well, or is that purely on my side?
I
It
think that's
is
just
on-
Discord in general.
Okay,
Yeah.
that could be. Because I do know from a friend that he was telling me that Discord's been having an issue where it like fully disconnects you. So just to keep in mind, if people are speaking and then stop speaking, that could have happened. So just disconnect and reconnect to the call.
Okay.
Yep. Keep that in mind.
It's a good heads up.
All right.
Cool.
So, the mysterious messenger just killed me. No, I'm kidding. It's really sad. I died pre first game.
What a horrible
The
mess.
message
rip.
was a knife.
It was a big knife
But a
for
good
this
run
very
It was
small
delivered
Move
to
and
his chest.
Mm.
for my favorite character.
All right.
Also invested in your story.
You just had to end it. No. Right. All right. So the message that I received, or Basil received, says, "Dear Basil, what's a merchant to do without his wares? Basil, we want to offer you a select job, and in return offer you not only handsome payment, but the information we possess about the location of your stolen goods. We need a smart man like you with us, and look forward to our partnership. If at all interested, head to the sleepy town of North Pass and be in the Hog's Bottom Tavern exactly 3 weeks after receiving this letter." And it just says from the 3. Could be 3 anything. Could be 3.
Very mysterious.
Could be the three blind mice for all we know.
Oh man, they do need help.
That'd be
Mm.
they'd have a hard
Possibly
time
three
finding
Stooges.
him.
How did they even write the letter? Like,
Magic.
Text to
There's
speech,
3 of
maybe.
them. They
oh,
Mm.
each wrote a line.
Oh, sorry, then I said that wrong. I was, "Dear Basil, what's a merchant to do?"
Okay, anyone who wants to volunteer to go next.
I can read mine next, if that works.
Okay. And you have some interesting circumstances leading up to yours that you don't have to give away, but you can if you choose.
You know what? Why not? So basically, I was approached by the messenger and handed a letter that was to a man named Darren. And then shortly after, the messenger, returned and realized that he had given me the wrong letter and gave me the right one. And I assume that we're going to hear Darren's letter in a minute, but for the moment, here is the correct letter that I received. So it says, Dear Darrow, how would you like the opportunity to seek revenge? You could even say, an eye for an eye. We come to you in need of your assistance. We offer you not only riches beyond your wildest fantasies, but knowledge we possess of old friends and enemies alike. If you choose to accept our job offer, head to the town of North Pass. In exactly 3 weeks from when you receive this letter, be in the Hog's Bottom Tavern. Also signed by the three.
Hmm.
You know what? I'm
Dude.
starting to think something might be up here.
Dude.
Possibly.
She gonna
Wonder
be
if
so
someone's
mad.
orchestrating something.
Hmm.
Who knows?
Probably just a big
Interesting
coincidence.
observation.
Yeah, I feel like there's nothing going on.
Or
Yeah,
maybe we
there's
just-
probably a lot of different groups or people labeling themselves the three. You know.
Yeah, we'll just
All
get
sorts
there.
of-
They just
Yeah.
wanted everyone to go get a rum.
Waiting for
Yeah,
them.
all sorts of triplets.
Maybe it's like old-fashioned Tinder or something. They're just trying to get us all to come together.
Oh,
All right.
Ye
It's
old
like
Tinder.
it's like a singles meetup.
Singles meetup.
Singles get anonymously invited in your area.
Hot elvish singles in your tavern.
Yeah, we,
Mm,
Across the
we-
a lot more terrifying than Tinder.
but more fun.
True.
All
You
right,
sure
I guess
about
I'll go
that?
next. Is it
Only
cool?
if you know how to live.
Is it cool if I read it just like verbatim?
Yeah,
Or-
I think that's how everyone's been doing it.
Okay,
Yeah.
here we go. A mysterious man walks up to you, obscuring his face with a long black hood. Are you eye slime? He asks, reading off what looks like a list. Isilme is suddenly 3 steps away from the stranger, her hand hovering over her quiver, yet her expression remains unchanged. She stares blankly at the stranger. Has no one taught humanity how to address a stranger? I've yet to meet a single one of you with any semblance of propriety. She looks at him expectantly, fingers still twitching ever so slightly over her quiver. The hooded figure cackles a bit. Heh, so I'll assume that's a yes. I don't know what your voice sounds like.
Who are you
Listen,
referring to?
that's
This is a
perfect.
hooded stranger. I have no idea who you may be referring to.
What?
Mm.
Huh? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I don't. This random person who friended me.
Hmm?
Maybe
Yeah,
one of us is the
friended?
hooded
What am
stranger.
I? What am I? A
Maybe
Could
they're
be
all
any one
year-old
of
wine
us.
mom
strangers.
friended me.
Whoa.
It might be Crag.
There he is. Get him.
Get him.
Oh, crap.
Okay, shut up. All right, stop it. I listen, girl. I'm no threat. Oh, she really didn't like that, by the way, that you called her girl. She was gonna bring it up, but then you moved on. Listen, girl. I am no threat. Haven't you heard the old expression, "Don't shoot the messenger"? The man reaches deep into his cloak, even pressing his hand straight through what you would assume to be his body. So, is ya Islam or isn't ya? He asks, a little impatient. Isilme. She hadn't meant to say anything, but she couldn't bear her name mispronounced any longer. My name's Isilme. She relaxed her arm while mumbling to herself, defeated by her own pride. She stared a while longer at the stranger, as though waiting for him to say something. Then her composure melted away with an unflattering eye roll. Well, speak, human. Here, he said, finally pulling from his cloak a tightly bound scroll of parchment. This is for you. He tosses the letter into your hands and backs off into the street, not paying attention to the horseman riding along the road. At the exact second he would have been struck, a black cloud disorients the horse slightly, and when the horse passes, he's gone. Isilme stares at the effect. Obviously, it was magical. She hadn't thought about it much before, but there had been other signals of magical ability. That humans even bothered with magic at all was still a mystery to her. But the letter. She could not risk missing out on any possible correspondence from her destined tribe. But what if it was from her father? She decided to risk the chance and open the letter. She'd simply trash it if it was from him. Dear Ice Slime, we. I'm sorry. I think it's funny.
That's very good.
I want that to be a thing. Can that be a thing? I
I
think
feel
that's
like it's
hilarious.
gonna become a thing.
If you ever spell out your name, that's how they'll read it.
So funny because she's such a thin-skinned person that would eat at
Real
her.
stickler.
Everybody calls her Ice Slime all the time. Really knock her down a peg.
All right. Well, I know who Darrow's provoking the entire game.
Oh no.
Oh, she's an easy one to provoke. Dear Ice Slime, we are in dire need of able fighters and skilled spellcasters. Through a chance mention, you are brought to our attention. This mission, should you elect to accept it, is nearly impossible. Due to prying eyes, we can only discuss details face to face. If you are interested, head to the Hog's Bottom Tavern in the town of North Pass in exactly 3 weeks from when you receive this letter. The 3. Asilme read the words at least 3 times over. She saw the word and couldn't help but grin from ear to ear. She knew she wasn't alone in this. This was merely a test designed by her destined tribe. She would be allowed to prove her worth to her tribe and to Corellin. She packed up her campsite immediately, though it was getting dark, and set out for North Pass. End scene.
Now, when you were reading the letter there, for a second, your audio kind of cut out when you were reading probably the most important word on the entire piece of paper.
Oh no! Want me to do it again?
Just that one sentence, maybe.
All right. This mission, should you choose to accept it, is nearly impossible.
Epic.
Mm.
Okay, whoever
Sounds
hasn't gone
good.
yet, just go ahead.
I'll go. Do you want me to bring up my whole situation? Well,
You can if you want, but you don't
encounter.
have to.
all right. Well, I'll give it I'll fast track it. So Darren is just walking down the street one day, just kind of minding his own business, and then this mysterious this mysterious man walks up to him and just goes, "Are you Darren?" It's like, yes, sir. What do you want?" "Relax. Here, this is for you." "What's this?" "Read it and find out." And then he just suddenly just disappears behind a building. Darren, kind of weirded out by the situation, takes the note and he takes it home to read it in his room. Once he starts reading it, it reads as such: "Dear Darren, poor Darren, rejected by society, rejected by his parents. Aren't you sick of all this rejection? Are you not tired of the ridicule? Darren, we offer you the chance to belong. We need your skills as assistants, and can offer you not only riches, but enlightenment and, dare I say, friends. If at all interested, in exactly 3 weeks from receiving this letter, be at the Hog's Bottom Tavern in the town of North Pass. Signed, the 3." And
Once again, the 3.
yeah,
Hmm.
seems like there's a pattern here. Wow.
Mm.
I don't see it.
Yeah, there's
Like,
nothing there.
we
Don't
all
read into
got
it.
Yeah,
letters.
maybe I'm just.
There's paper.
Yeah,
Oh
there
shoot,
you
that's
go.
the pattern.
Where
That's-
uses paper?
Mm-hmm.
A certain tavern in a certain.
We're being recruited by
No,
Dundermouth.
that has nothing to do with it.
Ah, no.
Dwight's behind it all.
Mm.
A weird Dwight. It's like that episode where they made him think he was going to be a secret agent. Oh no.
Spoilers.
Sorry.
All right. Well, that's the campaign. No.
Well, hope you enjoyed this entire podcast. This is all we will be recording.
I had a blast and I feel like we all really grew together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's wonderful
Aaron, that
hearing from all
part
of
where
you.
your character did that one thing. Oof.
Wow.
So good.
Big oof.
Chills.
I
Chills.
My favorite was Caleb. Like I cried. It was amazing. Really.
Caleb,
When I
you really
got
were the
that
breakout
paper-
star of this entire podcast.
Really.
Mhm.
Let's do a round of applause. Great job, guys.
Looks
Okay.
like Darren's having a bit of technical issues.
In his words, the second a conspiracy was mentioned, his computer died. So,
Mhm, mhm.
Hmm.
mhm.
Mysterious.
Did you fight off your assassins?
Give him a second.
I think that's a no so far.
He's still fighting.
No, it is the assassins. Oh god.
I'm just cheering.
That doesn't count.
He's over there.
Oh, he's wearing a hood. Someone stop him.
Hello?
Hey.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, I'm
Hello.
back.
Hello.
Ah, we can hear you.
Hey,
You're
so you
back.
defeated them.
Yes, I defeated them.
I see you risen to the top.
Mysterious stranger walked into my room, fucking turned off my computer, and just dipped out.
What a move.
Stepped behind a horse and just disappeared, huh?
Didn't even leave a note?
Coming into your
No,
house,
he
just,
didn't- he didn't
and
leave
then they just
anything. He
walk
just
out.
kinda, like-
They don't even run out. They just walk out.
I got a message. I hate your computer.
Yeah, you just like laughed like Rick from Rick and Morty and just walked out. Jesus.
Unbelievable.
It's
This
almost
guy.
like a Dementor from Harry Potter, but he's just an asshole and doesn't do anything else.
Mhm.
He doesn't take your soul. He just takes like things that are fun for you. You know.
He just takes your power.
Yeah.
Not even take them, just
Just
slightly.
Yeah,
Just-
it's
Slightly
Just
offset
moves it
them.
2 inches away.
One
Yeah.
thing
He
I
won't-
know is he hates traffic. Hates it.
Yeah.
If you drop a dollar, he'll
won't
pick it
break
up and
your
walk away.
computer. He'll just turn it off.
Yeah.
If you're nervous to talk to your crush, you might spill your drink onto her.
Oh no.
Oh damn.
Or him.
Holding a drink.
Or him. Looking at you, Aaron.
Thanks. I was, I'm so listen. I don't know if this is weird to say, but I'm really excited, genuinely, to be like the token girl on some nerdy thing.
All right.
Genuinely,
You
I'm
you just
really
might
excited
receive the most fan art.
Yes, I mean
That
that's
that is assuming we
Well-
ever get any fans at all.
I'll be a fan. Does that
That-
count?
Yes.
Thank
It's always
you!
important to be your biggest fan.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll be a fan, but I
I'm gonna
can't do
draw
art.
fan art
so-
of me. I'm gonna make a second account and draw fan art of me.
Who
And
is
then
this
send it to
Alright.
mysterious
yourself
fan
and have a
artist?
full-on conversation with your fan art self.
Yeah, of course.
And then posted on Twitter saying, "Look, we do have fans."
We do have fan.
Her
I'll
only
put
Twitter
something on
follower is
Twitter.
herself as the fan account.
I'll post something on Twitter
Yes.
being like, "Hey guys, listen, I love all of you guys so much, but listen, this fan art is starting to get to be a lot. Look at all of these different pictures, guys. Come on, like."
You just look up
We
old
only have
phone Google
3.
images and copy all of them.
Yeah, that's for real. I was like, when I figured out I was the only girl here, I was like, yes. I don't have to compete.
Oh, jeez.
Oh boy.
Oh, jeez.
All right, now guys, as we are being set in a medieval society, I do expect a good amount of chivalry from the lads in the call.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So just
Except
basically.
except for maybe Darren, you get a pass.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
Why would I
You must
need to be
love
chivalrous? I take
that.
people's money, for goodness sake.
Wait, yeah, we have 2 thieves in the.
I mean, I get people to give me their
Two
money. It's
thieves?
different.
who are the thieves? Raise your hands. Oh,
I've
wow.
I raised my
This
hand.
is audio. I can't
Yeah.
necessarily raise
Yeah.
my
They
hand.
they raise a hand and it's full of like jewelry that obviously doesn't belong to them.
Shing, shing,
I
shing.
mean, yeah.
I
Great.
could just
Can
get
we?
this
That's
ring off
actually
of a sleeping woman yesterday.
for my brain.
Why does that
because
bracelet say Samantha on it?
It's my mother's maiden name. It's Samantha.
All right. Yeah.
It's a good last
Peter,
name.
Hello.
give Samantha her bracelet back.
But
For my
what
brain,
if she theoretically gave it to me unwillingly?
Charm person doesn't count.
Damn it. All
Listen.
right. Fair.
for my brain, could we like give like the archetype of each of our characters like real fast? Like if you could say like what they are in like
What they look
1
like,
to
kind of,
2
or-
words, like if you're like the
Do you want to
dashing
start
girl-
us off?
What? Yeah, sure. Sure, I'll start us off. What's a good? Oh, I tried to
Captain
think of a
Marvel.
word. It's 2 words. Captain.
Can I get 3 words, please?
Honestly, not that far off.
2.5.
B.
Sure. Here we go. The pious, noble bitch. There we go.
Highest what?
Only in 3 words. I knew what the last word was. I had to think of the first 2.
Mm. So for me, it'd be like smooth talking rogue, kind of.
That's like
Ooh.
7 words.
Hey, listen.
Okay, smooth
He sold
talking
you on
rogue.
Smooth talking, really cool rogue, does all the good things.
Smooth
I'm just
talking. That's
stealing
is
words
that-
from other
do
people.
compound words count? I don't know.
It's all hyphenated.
I'll let you
Exactly.
pass this time, Peter. But you're on thin ice here, buddy.
Oh
Look,
wow.
I have a German name, so I'm gonna do the German thing of like throwing 6 words together.
Just no spaces.
Exactly.
Just
Mhm.
don't do any other nefaric German things, and I think we'll be good.
All right, so no extermination of people.
Oh,
God.
Ideally. Except maybe goblins, but they don't have rights, so it's okay.
Fair.
That's even worse.
Brandon,
Alright, let's veer away from
how
this
dark
very-
is the humor here? Like, how dark is the humor allowed?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of
Dark-
nice
dark
so
enough.
far.
Dark enough to hide a hooded figure.
Oh wow.
That's pretty dark.
Yeah, to mess up traffic. I'm still stuck on the traffic.
I think he obscured traffic in like 4 of his stops.
Yeah, he really he's a big fan. All right, if I had to do mine, I would say my starting concept that could evolve. It's one of those things where I play a lot of characters and because I've played D&D for probably 6 or 7 years now. But where usually I'll have a concept for a character and then I'll like do a couple sessions and I'll be like, this person's totally different than that. And I just kind of realize what they're like. But the current
So you
concept-
experience the character growth as you play as them.
You
Yeah,
kind
pretty
of
much.
feel them through. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'll think they're one way and then I'll be like, no, that doesn't make sense as I'm
I
going
just
through.
want to say this is so much more than 2 words.
Oh, sorry.
No worries.
Well, no,
It's all
like I
German.
said,
It's
We're
all
Sam,
bordering
you know
on
what?
paragraph.
I didn't
Right.
hear a single word. I didn't hear a single word out of
Thank
Brandon.
you.
this
See,
time.
it was 2 words to Islam, or wait, shit.
Okay, sorry. So the
Islam,
words
that's a new one.
are
You guys are your purpose now.
my okay, so the actual 3-letter phrase I guess would be starting concept would be
3-letter?
3-letter. It's really short. No, 3 word is gnomish my cocaine.
What?
Want to run that back one more time?
Yeah, sure. Gnomish my cocaine.
Gnomish Michael Caine.
Yes.
Oh,
Alright.
a no Michael Caine. I
Yes.
gotcha.
What's
Yeah.
that
So
mean?
Michael Caine, but just short and magic.
Yes, he's going to be magic. He's going to open your pickle jar.
Peter, you've
For
just
you.
described Michael Caine.
You're right.
Fair, yeah.
Just a short Michael Caine.
Michael Caine plus.
Just put a
Oh, yeah.
gnome hat on Michael Caine. That's X character.
Yes,
Exactly.
bite-sized Michael Caine.
Excellent.
I can get behind that.
Is anyone yet to describe their
Um,
character?
I guess I'll go. Think early Hercules X Morty, kind of. I don't know, like from the Disney movie Hercules. You know how he looked, kind of like that.
Just slap a yellow T-shirt on
Aw,
Hercules,
I
and there you
get
go.
it.
Yeah,
I totally
there you
get
go.
what mean. I get
Are you
it.
going to sing?
No, he is an
Hmm.
awful singer, but he can try.
Yes.
No, we
That's
meant
why
you.
he's got the Morty part.
Oh, okay.
Definitely not a bard then.
Oh no. He's a good little cleric.
Wait, do
Aw.
we have a bard?
I
Isn't
think
that
when
in
Bard
spirits
was-
being our bard.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Pretty sure. Could double check that actually.
I was going to ask if we had any charisma in this group. Am I right?
None over
I
here.
mean, I'm gonna be trying my best.
Well, I mean, you
Right.
have to be charismatic if you want to
Yeah.
take people's money.
Where is it?
The charisma.
Yeah.
Well, in
My-
spirits, race is
charisma-
changeling, but I don't see any mention of class, unless class is a changeling.
Wait.
No, changing
I
is
thought
just a
he was
race.
no. I think I saw in there that he was trained to be a bard. It's either when I read his, I was so confused because I just was kind of skimming, but not good skimming.
Mhm.
I saw the words warlock and bard, so
Yeah,
I'm not
before
sure
her
which one it
death, she
is.
taught them the ways of a bard and
Yep,
gave
I see it
Joes
now.
her elvish rapier.
Okay.
Listen, on my character sheet, Isilme currently stands at a rousing 4 on charisma.
Oh.
with a.
Oh,
I thought you were gonna say. I thought you were gonna
negative
say 4
3.
feet tall. I was like, whoa, Michael Caine. No one better watch out.
Oh, oh no.
With a
He's
negative
got
3
competition.
modifier.
That's not
She-
gonna do.
She is a charming young lady.
She really
My
is like
favorite
April
wife.
from Parks and Rec.
Yes, I
Mm.
wrote that on my little thing. It said, "Thank Raven or April Ludgate from Parks and Rec," where she's real. She gets sassy. She's a little sarcastic. She's not like tight laced. She just doesn't understand. She thinks it's she doesn't hate people because she doesn't even think about them. You know, like anybody who's not a sun elf or a moon elf, she's just like, I don't understand why I would like she's
You
like, I'm
even
looking for an
exist.
impossible task. You guys could not possibly have anything that important for me, you know, because I just am doing more important stuff. You know, the things that I have to get done are more important than whatever you have to do. You know, she's got that like
Preach it.
first world problem issue where she's like, you couldn't understand. You don't understand me.
It's
You
not
don't
a
have
phase,
problems.
Mom. You don't understand.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Oh, just another thing for my character. Like Silberzunge is German for silver-tongued, so
Oh.
that could
Ooh.
help explain him as well.
Eye slime is loader elvish for moonlight. That's how we ended up with
So-
this.
Is it me, or did she just say her own name wrong in that?
I did.
She
I did
did.
it on purpose. The seal May is
Are we making this a thing?
When you first mentioned your character's name on your character sheet, the way you italicized your name, it kind of looked like like not a parenthesis, what's it called, like the dash, I'm forgetting the name.
A
Hyphen?
No, it's like when you use a line to break up text, but it's like diagonal and like long.
Like a slash?
A slash?
Yeah, a slash. The way that you wrote your name with the capital I in italicized, it looked like a slash, so I thought your name was actually just Slime.
at this point. I
Oh
feel
yeah,
like
I can
might
see
be
that.
better. I'm so serious. I will totally change my name if it's a problem.
Oh no, I love it.
No, it's no problem.
Because
It's too late. We've
'cause
already
I'm
hit the
totally-
recording
listen,
button.
she
This
is
is our
gonna hit
Ranger
very
Slime.
hard that you guys are making are not saying her name right on purpose or an accident or whatever it is. I think it's hilarious, but
Look,
she
you know
is
what?
gonna
If I get shot for the joke, it happens.
you know that's
Get an
'cause
arrow in the
that's the
foot.
thing is that you got a character like this, like Brandon was talking about before. You got to put like limits on them.
Right.
Because, you know, you have a
Mhm.
character like Seal May, and sometimes they can take it to a place where she's like, I like you were saying, like you don't want people being like, I don't participate. I don't want anything to do with
Yeah.
people. She has a
Well, with-
task she needs to get done, so she will never be a hindrance to anything that's going on. You know, she
With
will
a
never
with a
be like,
-3 charisma modifier, anytime she walks into a bar, people are just gonna immediately not like her. Just something
Oh,
about
yeah.
the way she carries herself.
yes, that is
Sits
her.
down. Everyone just scoots away.
It's
Yes.
fine. She'll be the face.
When she walks into a tavern, the piano guy stops playing.
Yes. But the thing is that she is not
Yeah.
intimidating though. She doesn't want to be intimidating. She sees herself as like 'cause she is an elf. She's a high elf. She is beautiful and everyone looks at her in adoration. That's what she thinks that she's seen in the world. When people cower like that, she either misinterprets it and is like, "Oh, they're giving me my space." You know, they're being polite, that chivalry, they're giving me my space. Or she's just like, "What? What? What did I
They're straight
do?"
up just scared shitless.
Yeah, what did I do? I didn't do anything. You guys, they just don't get it. They can't handle me, you know, whatever.
Yeah, it's
She's
weird.
a-
People cower in front of Basil too, and I don't understand. It's also like really difficult.
Are you sure that they're cowering and not just like getting down to his height? You know?
Stooping. Still wanting to ask a question.
Mm.
He's just been misreading it as people being scared.
It's just like, why are all these people bowing down in front of me, and instead they're just trying to like get to eye level?
Yeah.
Everybody's just like, man, are you Michael Caine? Like,
Hmm.
No.
Oh, and Spirit is here.
oh,
Welcome.
hey, in spirit.
Hey,
What a
Hello there.
You're muted, by the way.
Greetings in spirit.
might be on purpose.
He's communicating psychically.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm getting it.
Hi.
Hello.
Whoa, whoa,
Hi.
I'm getting it too.
Wow.
He's in general chat.
Yes, I am in general. Yes, hi. I'm here. My class
Welcome.
got early, so I managed to,
All right.
Hi. Thank you for welcoming me.
We've already went over all of our characters' backstories and stuff like
Wait,
that.
really?
Yeah, at this point we're just kind of talking. So
Wait,
if you wanted to go over your character's stuff, now would be the time to do
I
so.
guess. I'm kidding. All right, cool.
Just be the first person to watch the video, and then you'll know all about us. You know?
Mhm.
Cool. Wait,
Make sure to
so
like, comment, and subscribe too.
oh, wait, so just making sure. So this is already recorded,
Yeah, there's a recording in here.
or is it currently recording?
Yeah, it's currently
Clank is
recording.
sitting up right
Oh,
up-
it's currently recording. Great.
You're
Okay.
joining this program already.
No
in progress.
pressure, no pressure.
Yeah,
Mhm,
yeah. All right. So I guess I'll talk about my character. So, wait. Let me go to the character chat. So I get some.
Don't even know your
reference.
own character? Oh my
What
goodness.
is
I
the
just came
character?
out of
Kinda
class.
studying.
Guys,
So
like, come on.
unprofessional.
Hey, guys, give him a second.
To be fair, I ran into the other room to grab my character sheet too.
What was it doing in the other room? You know what? Never mind.
I mean,
Stood up for you.
by some point, I just know who I should ally with. Those who are siding with me and not instigating me for not knowing my character. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, one of the
Um,
folks is the DM, so that might be.
Yeah,
an
keep
issue.
in mind who your god is.
I know. I'll keep that in mind. But anywho, so I'm going to play Joss, who's a changeling bard. Out of game, like everyone knows that she's a changeling bard, or they actually. Part of my mispronoun, but you all know that they is a changeling bard, but in game, none of you know it because they will be either in one or two appearances, either a female elf or a male human most of the time. And it's going to be a lot of fun.
Aaron's got some competition.
Oh yeah.
Oh, ooh,
Two
what kind of
female elves in the
competition?
party.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, punctuation, two female elves in a party,
Wait, what's your charisma?
19, I believe.
Oh.
Hot
Okay, we
bullshit.
have our face.
Yep. I mean,
Okay.
that is if I come in as the female elf. Oh,
If you do a seal May, like I was just kidding before. I was saying I was sticking up for you, and you were like, "Oh, like I'll side with you," and I was like, I feel like a seal May. You're not gonna want to after that. After you pick her. But if you're the female elf, she
Mhm.
will side with you. You will be her favorite. She will
Yay.
talk only to you.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's also depends
talk.
on girl talk.
talk.
Yeah, nice.
Oh my
but
god,
like,
you see that thing Dara just did? Ew.
great.
I hate
Yeah,
female
totally.
talk.
I can
Haven't
tell
even
everything about it.
With your
I mean, part
-3
of-
charisma modifier, you'll like walk up to this new female elf and spill your like wine on her shirt, and then like accidentally call her a
God.
very offensive
Somehow
name.
accidentally drop kick her.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
god.
As
Oh
one
my
does.
god, I love your skirt. That is the ugliest effing skirt I've ever seen.
How dare you
I
expose us
mean-
all as knowing what the quote is from?
I mean, I mean, I'm from California, so I ain't afraid to bust a Valley Girl accent. But no, I'm kidding. But yeah, I guess I could say the names of the two people I'm mainly transforming into. Like the female elf is pronounced Eularia. Especially to the DM who said that I need to pronounce the name.
Oh, yeah,
And-
you're not the only one in here with a kind of confusing first name.
Cool,
Ice Slime.
cool. and the
What are you talking about?
male-
Eye slime is super easy to pronounce.
Yeah.
Isn't it Isome?
That doesn't sound right.
Wait, how do you
I
pronounce her name?
seal May.
Yeah,
Iselme?
Asil May. I said in the last game, we actually said Asil. So if you guys want to just say Asil, you can also do that.
Oh my gosh, what is the correct pronunciation? I really want to learn it. Like, I really want to learn pronunciations. I want to make things easier for me.
I'm sorry.
Silme.
I like to keep things as simple as possible. I'm the kind of person where I'm always like, it's okay. Like we can change it. If you don't like it, it's okay. If it's not
Fair.
working, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You know, I'm that kind of person.
See,
so-
I'm like the opposite. Like, I want to know it. Like if you have like a pronunciation or something that's like to you, like what you want, like originally, like I am gonna learn that. I don't care how long it takes.
I'm holding
Just
you to
over and
that.
over in your head, just say I Silme, 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 Silme.
Yeah.
I
cool,
slime,
cool.
I slime, I slime.
Wow, see? Wow, that was immediate. That was amazing.
Is there
got it
anything else I
down.
need to say about my character, or?
Yeah. So, what kind of led you to creating the character that you created?
So, I don't know. Well, first off, I liked. I guess like I'm an actor, and my overall approach, like I always had this like concept of how, as an actor, I always take upon like the many masks of different characters. And then honestly, when I saw the Changeling, this was like literally the perfect class, or not class, race to like put that ideal upon, like taking the masses and fulfilling them. And I always have a really like it's personal debate on like how I hear a lot of like the quote unquote goat stories, or like the failure stories, or those who career might have gone further but their life cut short type of thing. And I felt like this type of character who I wanted this exploration on a character who seems to be devoid of their own dreams, goals, and whatnot, and overall emotions, but is ready enough to dwell into someone else's dreams, goals, aspirations, and fulfill them in a place of them, but not to their own credit, but to that mass or that character's credit.
So you're acting as an actor.
Essentially,
That's like
but
fifth
I
level
think-
Action
acting.
style,
Whoa.
Like,
Uh,
whoa.
I don't know. We had Johnny Depp in the call.
no. I mean, it's for I think for character for Joss, I think it's not necessary for acting. It's acting for a sense of gravitating to the humane emotions of things, or the human experience, or like not necessarily the literal human experience, but like I guess in this world, every other creature's experiences, or the creature condition, or the humanoid condition.
So would you say that Joss is insecure about their own personal identity and thusly
Yes,
uses these
I
other
don't think
identities
Joss-
as like a
yep.
face?
Yes, totally. I think I think if I manage to not reveal Joss's identity, there will be a very complete contrast the moment it's revealed. Like Joss is totally not like the characters, or Joss is not solely Eularia, or Rizu, which is the human male.
Yeah.
Just a question about changelings in general. When you, like, if you become Rizu, you're still a bard, right?
Yes, I am still a bard. I am. I do not retain any of the race's abilities.
All right.
I only have changeling abilities and stuff like that. I am still a bard. Like, I don't change my classes. I can multi-class, but I don't like. I also don't change my outfit, which is a sharp contrast from spells like Mask of Many Faces or Ultra Self or things like that.
Mhm.
Like the moment I change, let's say I go from Eularia to Rizu, my outfit does not change at all. It also does not fit into my new body. It doesn't. I'm not saying that it doesn't fit.
It doesn't auto fit.
Yeah, it doesn't auto fit, or it doesn't it doesn't adapt to my changes. There you go.
Okay, cool. So after everyone had read their unique characters' sort of backstories and what motivates them and things like that, everyone took a turn reading out the letter that was delivered to them by a very mysterious stranger.
Oh, I haven't talked to it because I was in class the whole time actually. But yeah.
Oh, you haven't? I thought.
Well, let's see what happens now.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
God.
Yeah, let's see the
Ooh.
play-by-play
Alright.
of this. Like some guys
Alright.
at your doorstep, man.
How does he ruin
Coming to
traffic
you
today?
live. Someone
Ugh.
meets a masked
Open
stranger.
up.
Who's been
I
standing
saw
there for
the
several hours.
message. I saw the message. I was really spooked by. I mean, Joss would be really.
You wouldn't be the
spooked
first
by it.
person to be spooked by it. That's for sure.
Like no
Hmm.
one should know that the name is Joss. All right, hold on. Let me go to it. Is it? By the way, DM, this is a really cool concept.
I mean,
Okay.
I didn't think of it. This is. I have no idea who this mysterious figure is.
Oh,
Yeah, just some
oh.
random.
Brandon made it
The DM
entirely up
doesn't even
himself.
know.
He invented this. He actually invented Dungeons and Dragons. If you didn't know.
It's so crazy.
Interesting
that's-
fact: the actual creators of Dungeons and Dragons came out of Minnesota, as did Chaboy.
Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh, so this is just the ghost of
Wow.
Gary Gygax. Just
So I'm
like
not saying
passing
I'm not
messages
saying
to
I'm
people.
Gary Gygax. I'm just saying me and him have never been seen in the same room together.
That's true.
Oh well, you
I
betcha.
mean, he is dead. So like that probably explains it. Also, rest in peace. But I mean, that was like 5 years ago.
Ooh, R.I.P.
All right.
Ooh.
None of you see this, right? It's just me.
None of you see what?
Like, see what I typed to the mysterious messenger.
Oh no, you need to say
No.
Okay, I
You
said.
need to sing it. Yeah.
I need to sing it.
Yeah, absolutely.
it. Yeah, Disney style.
Okay. So basically, do I say the mysterious man, like the passage of the mysterious man? Like,
You can. Aaron did.
oh, okay. Wait, I can or can't?
You can.
I mean, Brandon, unless
you
you
want.
want to take this over.
Okay. Well,
I have
he
no
just
idea who
said,
this. I have no idea who this man
Are
is.
you
I
Joss?
Yeah, but you're
He
the
asked, reading
DM.
out what looks like a list. And then you've been rather tricky to find, my strange friend, with a cackle. Hard to track down folk like you, he adds quietly. And I said, at this point, I'm probably the female elf. Who are you? How do you know who I am? I know many things, he grumbles. So are you Joss or not? An impatient voice. Ooh. Okay.
what will you respond?
Not at this moment.
I'm positively quivering with
I said not at this moment.
Nice. I got that reference.
Am I gonna get killed already?
No one else seems
All right,
to.
then
Yeah,
I
that
don't need you stabbed.
Yeah, that just happened to me. I got killed.
Experience, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
Darren's
no.
already dead.
No, Darren.
And so,
Wait.
well, yeah, the mysterious messenger said he knew many things, like how to get into Bicycle's room.
Turn his computer off and just walk off.
Yep.
All right, I actually have to go, so I'll
Okay.
see you guys. I'll watch the rest later.
We're
Right.
probably not going to go on for much longer. We've already reached a little over an hour by this point. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm so sorry I came in late, y'all.
It's no problem. It's really no problem. As long as
Okay,
we can all
great.
be here at the same time for at
Yeah.
least a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. Like I look forward to re-watching this so I could listen to y'all characters too.
Mm.
Like I'm so excited for your characters.
I mean, the more people have to leave early or join late, the more viewers we get for the moment.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Mm.
Actually, did anyone ask, or is this could I ask you, DM, or is this something a one-on-one thing? Because I was wondering, like, when we start the session, what would like the setting, or what would be the adventure take place in? Because I felt like that would determine which character I would choose to which.
You'll definitely know before you get to the start.
Okay, cool, thanks. Your tricks don't impress me, he says, reaching deep into his robes so her body should physically stop him. Here, this is for you. Oh gosh. What is this? This is so interesting. Like, legit, this is actually a really cool concept, by the way. Tightly bound leather. Here. Okay.
It's interesting.
God.
I
I'm
feel
not being
in
quiet because I'm
spirit-
focusing on anything or anything like that. I'm
In
Yeah.
spirit is
Um,
describing how I felt when I was first doing this, and I feel like several of us
Oh!
felt.
Oh, what is this? I'm so sorry. I can be pretty giddy at times. He says as he thrusts the letter into your arms. Could you do an action, or is this all like just text? Like no, like, can you say something like "I opened the book" or something like that?
yeah,
I
most
read a
people
whole
elected
thing.
to open up the letter.
Okay.
Imagine if someone hadn't, and that's why they missed out on all the sessions.
Oh no! I burned the letter.
Oh.
What were you gonna do if somebody decided not to read the letter?
Find a replacement.
Well,
Harsh,
Kick
but
him out
fair.
of the Discord.
Damn.
I
Damn.
think we just got a
Just
confession.
just
on who the
completely
last man
excommunicate them.
Yeah.
yeah, that seems fair.
I mean, speaking of having new characters so quickly,
And this might not even be the last time you hear of the secret messenger. Ooh.
I
Oh
know.
man.
That's why I'm telling you, DM, like I'm really liking this.
DMs you
Like,
before
this is so
everything.
interesting. This is such an interesting concept.
I mean, I know that it won't be the last time Darrow hears of him because he managed to like negotiate something with the mysterious messenger.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Oh.
The man grumbles and turns away in a puff of smoke. No thanks, and like that, he's gone. Thank you. Oh my gosh.
Well, did he give you a
Okay.
letter?
Yeah.
What does it say?
Is it on
Dear
paper?
Joss, yes. Congratulations. You have been hand selected to prove your worth as a changeling. Now we are aware this is a secret of yours, and as such, swear to keep it. Of course, should you decline your generous offer, all the world will know your dirty little secret. In exactly 3 weeks from when you receive this letter, be at Hog's Bottom Tavern to discuss details. Thank you for being so understanding. Oh my gosh, if I don't accept this, I won't, people will know I'm a changeling.
Ooh.
no.
Oh.
I mean, at this point, the
I'm being
internet.
I'm being blackmailed at this point. Oh my gosh. Okay. Cool. Is that it?
It would appear so.
All right. Whoa.
Dang.
Does Joss decide to embark on this journey to the sleepy town of North Pass?
Yes. Because that is an because like you literally she can't not she, I gotta get used to the pronunciation pronouns, but they can't review themselves like that's the greatest fear.
So actually-
he would fire you if you didn't.
Just as a little side note, would you say that your character identifies as gender fluid or agender?
That's a really great question. I actually haven't dwelled further into that because I think
We'll decide right now, live on the show. Here we go.
Oh, I think
3, 2, 1.
gender fluid.
Perfect. There we go.
Gender fluid, yeah. Because I don't think they had time themselves to like process it. Really, they kind of just like they just went along with it based on the personas.
So
Alright.
kind of like when Joss is the female, Joss feels like it is female, and then when it's the male, it's male. But when
Yeah,
it's just itself, it's
it's-
just existing, kind of.
Yes.
I
That's kind
assume
of how
that
That's actually a really
Joss
interesting
isn't
concept.
going to spend much time as Joss then.
The only
Joss will
time-
never be Joss. Joss
The
will
only
never
time
be...
that a changeling has to reveal their natural form is when they go below 0 hit points, even if they don't
Yep.
technically die, and when they get knocked unconscious, all
Yep.
of their magic leaves
Yep.
and they become their natural form.
Which makes
the-
sense, I find.
Yeah,
Oh,
well, the
man.
two other things is either if they transform, like if they use their change self trait to transform back to their normal self, or they also use their reaction to invoke
yeah.
disadvantage. That's when their true form is revealed. But Joss will never reveal as Joss unless the near-death circumstance dictates it. unless the circumstance dictates it. But Joss will never be Joss.
I don't wanna like tell you how to play it, but man, what a fucking epic character moment it would be if like you guys are all in a pinch and Joss is like,
Yeah.
yo, listen up. All right,
Yeah.
I got this thing. All right, I can be helpful. They
Yeah.
fucking like changes right in front of them and they're like, this is fucked up. What the hell?
If you
Yeah,
were
yeah.
Yularia, Isiome would cry.
Wait,
The
say it
devil.
again.
What a moment. I'm sorry. I feel like we're going way too far ahead. We just, but what a moment. Oh,
Yeah.
she was friends
Yeah.
with the changeling the whole time.
That's-
She'd be so upset. But she'd be
Wait,
like,
sorry.
"But
What
still,
did you
anyway, I
said,
can't-
Aaron?
What?
What did you say about Eularia? I couldn't hear.
Oh, what is it? Isiome. If you're a Yularia during this, I'm not telling you to do anything, but if you are, Isiome is going to trust you the most because you're a female
yeah.
elf.
Yeah.
And going to take you into confidence. And if she finds out that you're not a female elf and that you're a changeling, that would be a big character moment for her.
Oh yeah.
I'm just,
Oh,
My
yeah.
whole life up to this point has
saying
been a
anything.
lie.
Exactly. And she would have to, but anyway, like I don't
Yeah.
want to put any ideas in anybody's head, but that would be
I
very
know.
cool.
But Ismail would have fallen in love with Joss's personality rather than just their physical appearance.
All learn a
You know, they'd be so good for each other, even if they, this is a really deep story about how physical appearances don't actually matter.
How is it that we're at session 0 and we're already shipping characters?
I mean, with 6 individual people, there's gonna be some sort of.
Barely
Fair.
even
All right, yeah.
And I never said romantic. They could just be really good homies.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, they're just
I
kinda
love
growing out on the
filling that
couch
stuff
one
out.
day.
Or I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know if I see
Yeah.
her with anybody, but we'll see what happens.
I don't know if this will like make anybody uncomfortable from like a role playing aspect, but I am 110% open to any sort of LGBT plus characters. If you are a guy and you play as a guy and you yourself are straight, it's totally fine if you want to play a gay character. Like no one's gonna get mad at you for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
that
no,
makes
yeah.
sense.
I think we're
It's
all
your
on the same page
character,
with that.
like,
Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
Like, oh, go ahead. I heard someone say something.
Also, if you're a guy who happens to be gay, no one's gonna get mad at you either, you know?
Yeah.
Oh no, I will definitely kick you immediately. I
Ah,
don't stand for
fuck.
that.
100%.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Joking, obviously
know.
joking.
Brought to you by
Don't cancel me.
Basketball Club
Great.
and also
What a
was the
great
name?
start.
The Westboro
But,
Baptist
yeah, I mean,
Church.
I personally play a lot
Oh,
of
God.
non-male characters, like in terms of like in the realm of D&D or even LARPing. Like I do play some male characters, but most of my characters are actually female or like
It
non-male.
reminds me of Princess Kenny from South Park.
Yeah.
Fair. That's a
Alright,
fair.
With that
If
kind
anyone
of
has
stuff.
any sort of last notes that they want to kind of leave the episode on, now would be the time.
All right.
Do we
Now
want
remember
to
what
say something about
basketball
like
club
when this is available normally?
Or where it's
We're gonna be
available.
recording episodes whenever we're physically able, whenever people's schedules kind of line up. That way we can sort of like build up a backlog. But as far as upload schedule, I'm hoping for at the very least once a week, sometime during the weekdays.
Also, how long are the episodes going to be, would you say? Is it like a thing of 4 hours, 6 hours, 2 hours?
Oh yeah,
Um,
that's a good question actually.
I think however long it would take to get through until we get to like a decent checkpoint where we can decide like we've been recording for a while, this is a good place to leave off, and maybe leave off on like a cliffhanger so everyone's like excited for the next time that we get to record.
So just
Mhm.
kind of
Alright,
play by
yeah.
ear, kind of.
What was that?
Just kind of play by ear, just like
Oh yeah.
to feel out the session, and then if it feels like it's coming to an end, or
Even if we've been recording for like an hour and a half and things are like it feels like it'd be a natural place to stop, then we'll stop there. But if we go on for like
6
even 3 or
hours.
4 hours, then we can, like I don't want to have time constraints kind of cut the flow of the episode.
That's
Yeah. Fair. That's really fair.
But yeah, all the episodes will be found on either the YouTube channel Discord and Dragons or Dungeons and Discord. This is literally the second time I've messed up my own title. Dungeons and Discord will be found on either the YouTube channel or I'll make a Spotify and you can find it on there too if you're a strictly audio listener.
That's great.
But yeah, looking forward to DMing all my newfound voice actor friends.
Great. I'm looking forward to play all you all, man.
Also,
To
just
end
pointing
it
out,
off,
I am
Brandon-
among the youngest
Brandon?
here, currently 18.
There we go. We could play that game.
Oh, all right. I mean,
Let's defend
yeah, we
up.
could play that game.
I have confidence in being the youngest person, also being the DM, because I don't know if any of you have listened to the Adventure Zone by the McElroy brothers.
I do.
The DM
Yeah.
in that show is Griffin McElroy, the youngest brother, and he's
Yeah.
DMing for his two older brothers and his
Pretty
actual
underrated,
father.
Media luminary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Brandon, to end us off, do you maybe want to give us like a next time on Dungeons in Discord type thing?
All right, let me just get into DM mode.
All right.
All right.
Next time on Dungeons in Discord, our characters will meet up in the Hog's Bottom fuck. Hold on, can I start again, guys? Hold on.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Fine, sorry.
You're good.
Just
Oh,
take
no, I'm
it
really
easy,
man.
nervous.
Take it easy.
Oh,
Take it easy.
jeez.
Take it
Okay, all
easy.
right. Next time on Dungeons in Discord, our heroes will or will not meet at the Hog's Bottom Tavern, where they will or will not be approached by. You know what? We'll save that for next week. Next week on Discord and Dragons.
Tease.
Dude.